So welcome back to the PCPartPicker webpage. There's some things that in my last video I didn't really go over, so I'm going to go over them this time. So to start, the main thing that comes right on that page when we look at it is the build guides thing. So these are some basic build guides with some of the most modern ships and stuff like that. So you can click on these and they give you a basic build guide if you want somewhere to start your build. There's also this exact same button up on the top here. So last time we looked at PC Builder. This time we're looking at build guides. So we click on that and it shows all of those. So desktop gaming streaming builds are here, and then there's some desktop gaming builds, and then finally, of course, these home office builds here. So what you can do with these builds basically is we can say, you know what, I want a good AMD build for about $1,000. So I'm going to either choose this great build or this excellent build. I think I'll go with this excellent build over here. So I'm going to click on it. It's going to show up the list here. It'll show pictures of all the parts. Not that helpful, but it will show them all. And then it shows a description that they filled out. So one thing it recommends here is the parametric filter. So the parametric filter means that it will the PCPartPicker will use its own algorithm to look at, okay, this is what you have. These appear to be the best ones to do, and so it'll just automatically put one in for you. Personally, I suggest against that. I think it's a lot better for you to go look in there yourself. Maybe you use it first to show you kind of what it thinks you should do, and then you can choose around that. But I think always choosing yourself is probably a better option, especially since the parametric filter will frequently choose a lower value component, which is not always the best buy. It's better to buy from a reputable brand than to get a lower value component. Just like this, you can see there is no option. Oh, it doesn't tell us what the memory is here, but if you look here, this is from SP, I believe it's from Silicon Power. Not as well established brand. Same with this one. This NVMe SSD is from TimeTech. Never heard of this brand before, so maybe better to go with something like Crucial or Samsung or Western Digital. It picked a good power supply, an EVGA power supply, so that's good. And as we scroll down here, it gives you more of these options, stuff like that. And then finally, it gives you a part list. So you can see, oh, here's all the parts in the thing. Our estimated wattage, 400 watts. So let's say, you know what we're going to do? We like this, but we took Will's suggestion and we said, you know what? This cooler and this memory and this SSD, nah, not the greatest. So I'm going to change them up, maybe spend a little bit more money, but feel better about myself when I get this computer. So we press the Customize Part List button. We can see it all right here. We're going to go, you know what, we're going to X out of this, get rid of our Arctic cooler, and let's choose a new cooler. Let's say, oh, the Hyper 212 is on sale. Actually, no, it's not really on sale. It actually looks quite expensive for this time. But there's a Noctua cooler. Noctua cooler is pretty good, $79. We'll get that one. There you go. So our price has been raised a little bit, but we know that that cooler is not going to fail on us. This memory. Okay, we're going to change up this memory. Maybe, you know what, actually I want 32 gigabytes of memory, do a lot of photo video editing. So we're going to slide down to this way over here, press our 2x16 gigabyte button. And we're going to go, okay, we got some Corsair Vengeance LPX here. That's lower. Oh, look at that. Actually, we compare these two prices, and we see that this RGB one actually ends up being cheaper. So let's take that one, save ourselves $6. Scroll down, and finally our SSD needs to be changed. So we're going to go choose storage. And we take this 970 Evo Plus here. It's $100. Compare it to some other values. Oh, there's a Crucial one here. So we're okay with lower storage. That's okay. Crucial's still a very, very good brand, and it's $76. So now we're at 1,158. So sure, our price jumped by $100, but we do have some nicer components in it now. So there we go. Now we've taken what the guide they've built and we've customized it a little bit. And we can still see those same things at the bottom here. Motherboard slots being used, power supply connectors being used, and then the things in the case over here, as well as all of the price part histories on this data here. Looks like this price dropped quite a bit right in this section right here, right about September 30. Must have been a holiday or something. Okay, and scrolling back up to the top of the page, we can head back to our PCPartPicker and see our main option now, which is completed builds. So you click on that, and what you're seeing is kind of similar to the build guides, but now it's other people's completed builds. So here are other completed builds. You can look at the pictures. Oh, some of these look pretty cool, I would say. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. You look at all of them, and then you go, oh, okay, I really like this one. I like all the white theme in this one. So you can click on it. You see some profile pictures here, and then scroll down. They got a little description, some comments. You can comment on it. as well as the part list here. So you can go through, see all of it, and how much it costs. There we go, just like that. And finally, there is this Browse Products option here. So we click at the top, and you can see all the different products with some icons. So let's say we want to look at CPUs. Same listing as there was before, all of this stuff. And if you actually have a clear part list, you can press the Add button, and it'll add it to your list. So as you can see, it replaced what I had before here with that one there. And go back. We can also look at CPU coolers. Exact same as the price listing before, adjusted separately now. There's also motherboards, memory, storage, video cards, power supplies, cases, and then all the other stuff on the other side here.